another episode of Hot Comics. I'm Lisandra Vazquez.
And I'm Brandi Unger.
And today,
oh my God, guys.
we do say treat a lot.
We say treat a lot.
And I don't think that it's still applicable here because you're about to have some hilarious fun
with Hilliary Begley.
Hey, she is an Asheville, North Carolina based comic who has been doing comedy for almost 10 years.
Yep, almost 10 years.
10-year anniversary is coming up in 2023, and wow,
she is just a time and a half. Like, it's biscuits and gravy. You're gonna love it.
Yes. Yeah. If you like
a lot of energy.
if you like to laugh and you like energy and you like people that are just a good time, stick around and watch Hilliary Begley. You're welcome.
Enjoy.
Hi,
Hello.
Hillary.
Welcome. We're so excited
Thank
to
you
have
so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Oh my God.
And on this cold day.
Cold and rainy day. My hair is proof.
The red hair color does run. So
I
the
like
fact that it's not
Yeah.
on your outfit is a win.
It's true. I just got a deal yesterday.
Okay. And I know we can't see the nails, but hold them up. I will zoom in.
Yeah, right.
And post.
Steve, cameraman, zoom in on them
zoom
nails.
in on those nails.
They're fire.
Cameraman.
Yeah, we do have a camera. That's Steve.
Yeah,
You don't
hey,
see him?
Steve,
Yeah.
check it out. Yeah, Jenna Duvall does these nails. She's the nail wizard in Asheville.
Shout out.
She's amazing.
Well, okay. So you have a hot topic for us. And that is a very hot topic. November 8th is...
November 8th is voting day.
Ah!
Oh my God. Y'all, listen, I have an issue. Okay? Like, I have a voting buddy, my friend Amanda Kirkendall. She goes with me every time.
I do love that.
I love that.
I know. Everybody should have a voting buddy.
Yeah.
It's just like, you guys talk about it. That way you're not just talking to the wall or whoever's on the internet.
It's an accountability partner.
Yeah, you talk to your person that thinks like you, that you've had the same feelings about things. That way you can come up with a plan. You're not like, who is this person for city council? It's stupid. But I have a problem because every single time I go, I cry. And I cry. Like, the poor guy trying to give you the sticker is just like, are you okay, ma'am? I'm like, yeah. Am I proud to be an American? I don't know. Like, as soon as I feed the ballot through, it's just like, all my choices have been made now. I've done my duty. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know. But do it. We have to do it.
Do you feel like you're crying out of joy for being an American laced with fear?
Yeah, well, it makes me feel like Hamilton. Did you guys
my
watch
God.
Hamilton? The musical is so
Do you know
good.
oh my God, at the end when she's like, I
The
established the orphanage. Every time.
Orphanage. Yeah. Oh, I cried throughout the whole
In their eyes, I see you, Alexander.
Yeah. I see you, Alexander.
I see you every time.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Every time.
Every single time. It's I love it. But that's what
Yeah.
it feels like because, you're like, yeah, George Washington owned slaves and that's terrible. But he was also, we're going to make ourselves a revolution.
Yeah.
You guys, I was in Alabama one time. I was trying to do a joke about Hamilton because I got really obsessed with it at the beginning of the pandemic. I was playing it all the time. I was cleaning to it. I was really into it. And my lover hated it. He's like, can you please turn that shit off? And I'm like, but it's so good. And he wanted to have relations one morning and I wasn't really into it. Yeah, well, I told him, I was like, we can do it if we can listen to Hamilton. And he's like, no. I said, please. And he was not throwing away his shot. So we go to business, whatever, and mid-mount, I'll never be satisfied. I'll never be satisfied. He was like, well, that's distracting, and moved along. We had to end it for the day. But I was trying to do that joke, tell that story in Alabama. Yeah. Y'all, they looked at me like a deer they were about to shoot. they had never seen Hamilton.
Or
And
really
I'm like,
heard of it.
okay, that's fine. I'll switch it up. Like, I'm going to tell you about it anyway, though. It's about the Revolutionary War and when we became a country. And it was, about the American spirit. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
This woman got so mad, y'all.
I was going to say, not down there.
She climbed up in her chair and screamed at me while I'm on stage. And she goes, "We Confederate down here." I said, "Wrong war, bitch. Wrong war. The redcoats are still coming. Like, it's not. Sit down. Like, why are you in public? Go home, read a book."
People are so dumb.
Dumb as a box of rocks.
Wrong war,
Yeah,
fam. Wrong.
right. It was terrible.
Oh my God.
Her friend was like, can you just dumb it back down for her? I was like, sure, let's talk about fat some more. So dumb.
My friends that were, I had just friends come to visit from Nashville, and they made, they requested that I put the Hamilton soundtrack on the car, and then they were trying to battle me on some facts, and I was like, no, this is how it happens, because so I was like, no, this is how it happens, and I played the song for them, and she was like, well, you're right, and I was like,
you're right.
I've done so many matinee performances of this in my car.
Yeah, look, seriously, I used to
I play all the characters.
Well, actually, every time I go on tour now, we measure how far it is by how many Hamiltons. To get from Asheville to Pensacola, it is 3.5 Hamiltons.
It's a lot of performances, but we gotta do it.
Trying to do all the parts at the same time is so hard, though.
But you know what? You do it.
Oh, I'm satisfied every time. I'm completely satisfied.
I love that you guys love it so much. I've only seen it once.
You need to watch it again.
I
It's
know.
so
I
good.
know.
It's so
I'm like,
good.
I'm just gonna stop talking for this.
Yeah, Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So you just recently got your driver's license back.
Well, last year I got my driver's license back, and I've been driving for a taxi because comedy is wonderful. It should pay more.
Should
I'll have one weekend where I'll make $1,500 in 2 nights, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm doing something. And then next time, I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'm rich, bitch. I'm comedy rich. What you gonna do? I'm gonna spend my money. But then I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna eat on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
But at least you'll get a drink ticket.
I will. Look, I will get a drink ticket.
Get a drink ticket.
And Mama is thirsty. Anyway, I've been driving for the taxi, and it's a fun time. But I got my driver's license back after I used to get I have now had my driver's license for over a year with no speeding tickets.
Amazing.
This is a hooray for the Begley family, okay? It's a rite of passage in my family to lose your license and then get it back. Because we are a classy folk, okay? We are top tier.
At least you have something to, register for,
Yeah. Right? My dad has had a driver's license for 6 out of the 36 years I've been alive.
Oh my
and
God.
They are not in consecutive order. It's always something. So the last vehicle.
Every family has a point of pride.
Right? I don't know if that's one of ours, but it's definitely up there.
Something.
It'll be written on the tombstones.
Right?
The amount of
She
years you
can
had.
drive.
The amount of years you had your driver's license versus your age.
Yeah. Exactly.
Here lies Hillary.
That stupid Here Lies Hillary. She drove for this many years legally. Because I was show driving when it wasn't legal. My last car I had, I won in a poker game in South Carolina. Her name was Ruth Ann.
Oh.
She had to have a double-barreled name because she came from South Carolina. But when I lost her, my driver's license was dead because they had taken them because I had too many speeding tickets. My insurance was dead. The tax were dead. And the car was about to die. And I was like, I'm not going to spend all this. Well, it was a 99 Saturn.
A word.
Oh.
They don't fix those anymore. They don't make them
they don't.
anymore. So, I was just going to drive it into the dirt, and then they took me to jail. But that's a whole other story. If there was something wrong with my car, it was wrong, and I was like, well, it's mine. What am I gonna do,
Yeah.
So so I paid all of this money to try to get my driver's license back, and then the pandemic happened. We couldn't go to court, and so now I'm 2 more years before I can even try again. And I tried and kept going. And then like I finally got to go to a DMV to get my driver's license, and they were like, well, you have one more speeding ticket from 2006. I'm like, 2006? Can't you just chalk that one up for the books? Like, let me go. Why? It was 2006 in Transylvania County, North Carolina. Heard of it?
No.
Probably not.
Only for Transylvania. It's from like a Disney show or something.
Hotel Transylvania.
Yes.
Nah. Transylvania County in North Carolina is where I was born. It's where my people are. Yeah. It is the land of the waterfalls. It is beautiful. We love it, but it's very small. And I had to go and add myself to the court docket to be able to get this one last thing taken care of so I could get my stupid driver's license back. I'm like, I'm trying to be an upstanding citizen. Can I please not be trashed for one day?
I love this so much.
You know? So I go and like, because you have to add yourself to the docket, I'm at the end of the list. Now, this county is so small that, you know how usually courtrooms are split up where they have like family custody battle things. In this courtroom, they have traffic and all those kinds of violations. In this room, they've got assaulting over here. Like, it's all together. Everybody knows everybody's business. And we're sitting there and this girl gets caught up straight up for assault by sesame chicken. Okay? And I knew her. And I'm like, what did you do? Assault. They said this like officially. Assault by sesame chicken. I'm like, what kind of place are we in right now? Also, why you throw your Chinese food at your husband? Like, that's what happened. She threw her Chinese food at her husband because she was mad at him. And then got a charge. Assault. An assault charge. That's ridiculous, right?
And what's more ridiculous is that it was spelled assault, not assault, because it
Assault.
is MSG.
Too much salt.
Okay.
You're foolish. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So she gets that, and then like her mom comes in to support her, right? I'm still waiting to be called at the end of all this. Like, there was a murderer there was an assault, there were family situations. Yeah. I'm like, I just got a speeding ticket from so long ago. Please, can I go? You know
the content.
Yeah, right. So I'm there, and this woman comes in, and I felt all of the air come straight out of the room. Like, it just got cold, and I'm like, what is it? And then I see her, and it's my friend's mom. I know her. She is an arch nemesis from my childhood, though, okay? Because this lady used to fuck my dad. All right? I see her. She also ratted me out about dating a black guy when I was, like, 19, you know? My dad was... Racism is strong... That's me. Sorry.
Like, I don't know if you hear this, but yeah, racism.
Racism is real rampant in my home, and I'm like, I'll fight the power.
She'll vote and she'll fight the power.
Yeah, right. I was like, you got to do better than this, y'all. You know? Either way, this woman comes in, and I see her, and she's got big old buggy ass Susan Sarandon eyes, like just scary. And I'm like, God, why? I do not like you. Why is it that I don't like? I remember, because you used to fuck my dad. But, like, the whole...
That'll do it.
Right? Well, I just remember being 9 years old and being so angry with this woman because breakfast was like a huge deal in our house. And I'm a fat kid. Been a fat kid my whole life. I love biscuits and gravy, you know? Mm-hmm. And this woman made dinner gravy for breakfast. I'm 9 years old, like, Daddy, you can't do it with her no more. She can't make breakfast gravy. Dinner gravy for breakfast. And she didn't put salt in it, and it was scorched. I was mad as hell at this woman.
That's assault.
Yeah.
It is. A lack of salt.
A lack of salt. A lack of salt.
Yeah, it was terrible. But before the court day was over, like, this other girl went up, and she was getting her charge or whatever. She was a younger girl, and I recognized her, but I couldn't figure out where it was till she rolled her eyes, and I was like, ooh, I used to fuck her daddy. I was like, I gotta get out of Transylvania County. I gotta get out of Transylvania County right now.
What a plot twist.
Right? I'm like, damn, this where we go home to fuck? I guess, like. I gotta get out of here.
The South is something
It
else.
is something.
Super
Yeah.
such a small town. Well, how big was your
After
high school?
all. Well, that high school. So this was Transylvania County is Brevard, Rosman. My brother went to school there, and like his graduating class was like 87 students.
All right, that's what
I didn't do that.
like.
I was over in Fairview. I was closer to Asheville. I went to Reynolds High School. And the graduating class was like 480 something. I didn't. I was sitting in the in the audience. I was homecoming queen though.
Hell yeah! So was I.
Was the first big girl to ever walk the court.
And I was the first
Took my
brown
fat
one.
ass up there and won.
Look at you. I'm in royalty.
Nice.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
I was also the only one that could ever run for it twice though because I didn't graduate on time.
That's hilarious. No, that's you're like
I did. I went back for a super senior year and then quit.
I wish you would have won it twice.
I know, right? Like here, let's just crown myself.
A two-term queen.
Yeah, right. A 2-term high school queen. Boy, what a title.
I wish you could have actually had like
exactly.
a campaign for it. Be like, if you liked me last year,
yeah,
you're gonna like me
just
again.
Wait till
next
then.
I heard
up posters and stuff.
Yeah, you want someone with experience.
Yeah, right. This is a lot of responsibility holding down this high school.
Yeah, and you really only get this is the on-the-job training
Yeah,
that you can
right?
get. He's like,
They
so
didn't
I'm the
even
right
teach you how to
candidate
do this.
to win homecoming queen.
You know,
again.
not like Lace knowing how to do pageants and stuff. Like I know how to be.
Like I can charm the fuck out of some high schoolers.
Yeah, right. Mostly, I think, honestly, it was more the teachers that I was charming, and because I was a big girl, I think they influenced the kids.
They rigged
like,
the vote.
Yes, and then I'm like, damn.
I love that.
You know, because I remember, like, one of my social studies teachers, I remember overhearing her talking to the kids and being like, you better do the right thing. And I'm like, what is the right thing?
Vote for Hillary.
Vote for Hillary. Yeah.
And thus democracy started.
Yeah.
Vote, baby. Everybody vote.
And vote. Vote for your interests. Vote for women's rights. And
Stupid. That's a hot topic right there,
That
baby.
is a hot topic.
That's the hottest topic.
So the new car that you got in your license, how did you get that?
Well, I haven't had a car for the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I got this one because I got my uterus taken out last June.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my uterus was a Neanderthal named Charles, just climbing out of there trying to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Like, he give you a black eye, me a black eye. We both be crying in the corner.
Yeah, Charles had to go.
Yeah, Charles had to go. He had to go. He was trouble. And he was also very expensive, Charles, because I was spending upwards of $500 a month on diapers, tampons, pads, new everything. Yeah, I had it was undiagnosed because I didn't have insurance. And they don't take care of women the way. Especially
go
about
vote.
this.
Charles was like Wreck-It Ralph.
He was like Wreck-It Ralph, but he was also like he was in disguise because I had went to the hospital several times. They did a hysteroscopy on me where I am awake while they've got a camera going in there and we can see it. Like I Miss Frizzle in the Magic Ass school bus inside my body, like cool. On the camera. It hurt like a mother, but it was kind of cool to see it, you know. But they're like, your uterus is beautiful. I'm like, well, why the fuck is trying to kill me then? Like, it doesn't seem beautiful, but on the top side of it, it was perfect. The inside was beautiful. They were like, this is the most perfect womb, but when they cut it out and lifted it up, the doctor described it as a rotten log that they had lifted up. She's like, he was angry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I was just like bleeding to death, basically. Like my hemoglobin had dropped where I almost had to get a blood transfusion multiple times. Like it was crazy. So I was spending all of this money.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even stand up and get from here to the other side of this room without. I couldn't work. I started doing comedy all the time, but I was waiting tables. I was bartending. I was doing
a lot
all
of
these
movement,
things.
a lot of with your body.
But then I couldn't do that anymore. So luckily comedy was working. And then I tried to record an album in Alabama around Christmas time.
You're so brave.
And it was halfway through my set. I dropped a gerbil size.
No.
Gross. Everybody gross.
Wait.
No.
A gerbil size.
Out of your body?
Out of my body, and I had to stop.
While you were...
It wasn't on the floor, but
okay, thank God, because I'm picturing a skirt.
No, I had on red and white striped pants, like candy canes for Christmas time. And I had to, like, to the bathroom.
That's the worst. That's
it was the worst.
If you're not, I wish men would know.
Yeah,
what
they have no idea.
They have no idea.
And even women don't know, like women know.
Yeah.
But like another friend of
extent.
mine, I know 4 different women that are my age or younger that had to get hysterectomies this past year.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Which is bananas.
That's insane.
Because we know nothing about what our bodies do. Like they don't know why.
Yeah.
And like women are like, oh, this pain, this is what I've been feeling the whole time. You know, they just think it's part of it because it's hurt for so long.
And when you go to the doctor, Shashir's maid actually has a joke about this where she says, like, you'll go to the doctor and they don't listen to, like, you're not listened to. It's like, I'll say stuff about my body.
It literally took
no
me
one
5 years. Like, I had an ectopic pregnancy. I'd been in and out of the emergency room multiple times. And, like, I finally talked to this one doctor and I'm like, look, something's got to give. Because they put me on all this birth control and I swelled up huge. Like, I'm a big girl, but like I couldn't fit in my big girl clothes. Like, and my face was just big and puffy all the time. And I was having to take so much of it to stop the bleeding that I was just continuing to gain weight. And like, within like 4 or 5 months, I'd gained 25 pounds. And the doctor was like, you can't do this no more. You got to get off of this, progesterone. Yes. Well, that doctor finally was like, look, when's the first time you had any trouble? I was like, 2013 was when the ectopic pregnancy happened. And I had troubles way before that. She's like, you've been dealing with this for this long? I'm like, I'm bleeding 8 months out of the year and not like, 8 months, skip a month, like just straight through for the past 3 years. It's been awful.
And my jaws on the floor.
Jaws on the floor. Right. So was the doctor. She's like, no, we're gonna take care of that. So
Did you see all male doctors before?
No, they were male and female, but she was the only one that was and she was really quick about it too. Like, we didn't take a whole lot of time. She asked me what was happening. I told her. She looked at my file and she's like, what the fuck? Why have they not done something for you already? Yeah. She was progressive. And so I was like, thank you, doc.
So what does this have to do with the car?
I have literally saved so much money on tampons and pads that I am able to make a car payment. I bought a car at the end of May this year.
Go vote.
Go vote. So you too can have a car.
Yeah, so you too can have a car.
Yeah.
Tampons are expensive. And
they are expensive.
When you're like plugging up the Dead Sea for yourself. Because like you were just.
Right. Wow. I'm saying when I'm buying adult diapers on top of tampons. And like I live in Asheville. So it's a real hippy dippy witchy town. So all my friends are like, Hilliary, you could save a lot of money.
The menstrual cup.
With the right. They even got me on the Flex Cup, which was great. Because you could sleep, you could pee with it in, you could swim with it in, you could fuck with it in, it was fine, But the problem is I couldn't get it out. Look,
because I was like, it was so.
Yeah, I was like, Ian, my boyfriend. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need you to go cave diving.
Like, you're familiar with the region? Right.
I was like, can you help me? And he's like, I don't ever want to do that again. It was great. Oh. No, he helped me the first time, and then the second day, I was like, "Hey, Ian," because I thought, I'm not gonna let a period tool defeat me. I am woman, So I tried it again, and I couldn't get it out again. I'm like, "Babe, can you please?" And he was nowhere to be found, and like he was at work, and I was struggling with it, trying. And he came home to find me squatted in the bathtub with bloody chopsticks on the side of the table.
No.
I was trying everything.
No.
He's like, he said, oh my God, what happened to you? Are you okay? And I'm like, well, I can't get it out again. But once he realized the situation wasn't as dire as what it looked like.
It looks like a murder scene.
He started laughing. And I started laughing, and that shit just shot right out of there. I was like, man, if all I got to do is squat and laugh, I'm golden. So it worked for a while, but I'm much happier without it at all.
Chopsticks?
Well, yeah, but like I was just trying to break the seal, if I could just get the edge of it.
Were they wooden or were they
No, I didn't want to splinter myself.
Yeah, I know. Listen, the question had to be asked.
Yeah, no, not wooden. They were porcelain, actually.
Reused for sesame chicken later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sesame chicken. But now I have a 2019 Altima named Sylvia. And we love her. Yeah, she's great. And the day before I made my first car payment, somebody hit me, sideswiped the whole right side of my car, and took off running. And then in September, I got hit on the other side, and the dude also took off running. I had to put some black tourmaline in there. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, is the universe determined to make me look like trash, you know? Because my grandma was so proud. She's like, baby, look at you. You finally got your car. It's clean in here. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gross. Like, what do you want? Yeah, I take care of it. Yeah, but like now, both sides of my car is busted up. And I've talked to my insurance company. I talked to the finance company. I have to do all this shit. I'm like, I didn't have to worry about any of this when I didn't have a car. I almost want to let it go. But then I wouldn't have been able to get here.
Yeah. And you blessed us
They
with your
can't fix
presence.
it. They can't do anything for it until January.
Why?
All the body shops are full.
Oh,
Yeah.
that are covered by insurance.
That are covered by insurance or that are close. Maybe if I came down here or something. But the ones in Asheville, everyone that I've talked to are just full up right now. It's a real pain in my ass, you know?
Yeah, but you know.
I just keep thinking about your uterus being lifted.
Yeah,
and
right?
having
Exactly.
like the wooden
I've
rotten
also
situation.
gone down a whole pant size since then. Imagine this even bigger.
When was the surgery?
June last year.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
A whole pant size.
Whole new world.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's wild.
Okay.
You're on TikTok, right?
I am.
Do you go on there often?
I go on there and watch often, unless it's educational, and then I like to call it reading TikTok. I've been reading my TikToks today. Don't bother me.
Have you seen the guy that chops wood?
Yes.
Bradley Thor.
Yes,
Thor.
I don't know his name. Don't need to know it.
Don't need to know his name. That's what I'm saying. Is like when you he would have taken Charles.
Oh yeah.
And been like set it up there and been like.
He made it look real nice.
Yeah, right. You know what's really funny about that too is like because I've had troubles with Charles for so long. I used to have merch. Like a friend of mine drew a uterus with like a caveman suit on. It had a club in its hand, a name tag that said Charles.
Oh
so I brought one to the surgeon. I brought a cup with that on it to the surgeon. Right.
Good merch.
Exactly.
merch.
Such good merch. I was trying to decide about chopsticks or not, but that joke is just a lot to take. Like some people can take it, and some people were like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
Anyway, I gave her the merch, you know, and I asked her if I could keep my uterus because I was gonna be real Asheville about it and like.
Preserve it.
Yeah, like cast it in resin with flowers or something and like hang it on the shelf in the living room. Like, why not?
Why wouldn't you do that?
I mean, he had been such a part of my life. I was like, look at this conversation starter. You know what I mean?
It's true. It is peace.
Well, but because he was
Could've
so
sold
angry,
prints.
he had to be like sent off for testing. She's like, you can have it, but it's going to be chopped up. I was like, I don't want like a jar of uterine pieces hanging out. So can you just take a picture of it for me? Y'all, tell me why the surgeon and the whole team decorated my uterus. They put a monocle on his ass and a bow tie.
I love this.
I love this.
Yeah,
That's
it's on my
even better.
Instagram, the picture of it.
Oh.
That's even better than just because I figured that they were gonna be like.
Yeah, like a selfie with it.
Yeah, right, exactly. No, and they were like so excited for me to wake up out of the anesthesia. Like they were just waiting at my door, like, "Hey, look, we gotta show you this." Like,
Carl's had an attitude.
because I also had an IUD put in that didn't work. Like, I mean, it stopped pregnancy, but it didn't stop the blood flow. And her name was Liletta, and I like made jokes about how I got Charles a girlfriend. And I even took him on a Hawaiian vacation, and they was still arguing because she was trying to put up pictures, and he's like, "Nah, I don't like that shit." So they put eyelashes on the IUD and took a fallopian tube and wrapped it around it like they're going to church.
While you all of this while you're still under.
What? Yeah.
And this is all on your Instagram?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
We will be.
It's hilarious.
Later.
But it really is like, I don't know why I wasn't imagining like some 5-pound painful thing.
She's
it's like this big.
Yeah,
it looks like a little meat balloon.
Because they fit humans, maybe because they fit children, they expand. Like,
yeah, well, no, they
muscle.
definitely do.
Yeah,
they like
but-
stretch and grow, but still, I was imagining it to be a lot more substantial in size.
Yeah.
To cause that much pain.
Yeah, right. I was like, how's it hurting my whole abdomen and my bike? Like, why does it all hurt?
Being a woman.
Yeah, that's a hot topic.
And that is what we call a hot topic.
That is a hot topic. We could go on that for hours.
Yeah.
But right now is the time of the podcast where we're going to have you choose your comedy hottie, which is somebody that has been in the comedy game a few years younger than you in comedy years that you would like to shout out.
Okay, well, actually, we're on tour together right now. Miss Moira Goree. She's hilarious. I don't remember when she first started, but like she's got a thing that's just like, you got it. Like it's not even like she has to work on material. It's just when she goes out there and she's like, here, this is my life. This is my story today. You're like, what? Oh my God. Ah. It's good.
Love it.
She's great.
Love it.
Amazing.
All right, so now smooth transition into hey. So we're back, and then we're now we're gonna do this hot takes.
Yeah.
Hot takes
Hot
from our
takes.
hot comics.
Sure. Yeah. Hot
Yeah.
takes from our hot comic.
Anyway, hold
topic.
on, cut.
I mean, comic.
and we're back, like hot takes.
Hot takes from our hot
All right.
comic.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at that. This is our first take.
All right.
All right. You were just going to give us a Spitfire answer to these prompts that we're going to give you.
Okay.
And they're all...
Spitfire.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Mhm.
All I can think about is barbecue right now. It's Spitfire barbecue.
Just wait.
Just wait. Okay. Hot drink.
Chocolate. Hot chocolate.
Just chocolate.
Just
chocolate.
chocolate.
All
Drink
right.
it up.
Hot weather place.
Cancun.
All right.
Hot food.
Macaroni.
Ooh.
Hot person.
Oh, God. In Atlanta, every time I walk down the street, like I can't live here because I be trying to fuck everybody. Why are they so beautiful here? I'm like, I don't know if it's because Asheville is small, but like, we're unfortunate. Look, I mean, I don't have ugly friends. I don't hang out with ugly people. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, for sure. I get it.
Wow.
I mean, sometimes I'm like, am I a bad person? And I'm not showing
all your
ugly
friends-
people love, but
Yeah.
like, no. Like, I mean, if you ugly, I'm going to be nice to you, but you can't come at my house and like share popcorn and stuff, you know? Like, I don't know what it is. I only like beautiful people. We're magnets for each other. I'm gorgeous.
Best answer I've ever heard. Hot tea.
Earl Grey.
Okay, so what's really funny is that all the white people have answered actual tea, and every person of color has been like, I don't know if I gossip.
Not the tea. Hot tea. Well, that's a whole different thing.
It's like our litmus test of like, how Caucasian are you? If you're like,
right.
I like a chamomile.
Yeah, right. But I don't really drink hot tea.
Okay.
I'm just like, I was imagining like the tea bags in the box on my shelf.
Chai has been an
Chai
answer.
has
Jasmine.
been, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
said the same thing. She was like, hot tea. I was like, oh, well, does everyone drink tea?
yeah.
And she was like, no, gossip.
No, but that's funny. Hot tea.
Right.
Earl Grey. Damn it.
You're like, God.
I failed.
She's from Transylvania.
She'll know
Oh, the
now.
caucus is showing. Your caucus is showing. Damn it. It's okay.
You're like, I'm ashamed of myself.
Yeah, right. I was like, damn. I didn't know I was that white. You know?
And then, this is a point of redemption.
yeah.
This is our last one. Hot sauce.
Oh man, all of them.
Okay, that's your redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, this is how white really. You remember when that Beyonce song like
Hot
got
sauce on my bag, swag. Yeah.
So it was winter. I hadn't worn one of my jackets since the previous winter. I pulled it out, y'all. I put my hand in my pocket. What I have in there?
Hot sauce.
Mayonnaise. Oh my my God, I ain't got hot sauce in my bag, so I got mayonnaise in my pocket. Oh. But really, how white? I have a cousin named Mayonnaise. Like, it's on her Facebook. Amanda Mayonnaise. Like, why? She's a nurse. Like, why is that your nickname? Like, shorten that shit to Dukes and let it go, sis. Mayonnaise. Like, how white do you have to be, you know?
Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, everybody. My name is Mayonnaise. Out of here.
Just call me Mayo. Yeah.
Yeah, just call me Mayo.
Wow. Well, on that.
That is Caucasian.
Yeah.
That is white.
Yeah, mighty white of you.
Yeah.
I need to go in the sun.
Yeah, I think we all do after that.
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. I'm like,
I don't know how to come back from that. So
let's
let's just leave.
Yeah, it's been a great. We love you.
I love you.
We love you. We love you.
Yeah, we love
The,
we R.I.p. to Charles. We don't want you back.
Bye, Charles.
We don't want you back.
All right.
And
Love you,
bye. Right. Well, so we learned a lot about Hilliary.
We learned a lot about Hilliary. We learned a lot about voting. We learned a lot about how expensive tampons are.
Well, especially when it's just nonstop. When you're bleeding, if you're bleeding 8 months out of the year, just know that it's not normal, and
Go
you
to the
should go
doctor.
seek a second opinion.
Yeah, or a third or a fourth.
Yeah, and that's first of all, that's the takeaway.
you
That's
imagine?
No, when she said gerbil size clot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's just
everyone's men
Everybody's body's
men you don't know what this is like,
No.
but just like imagine, I don't know what the male equivalent of like feeling all of a sudden like, oh, diarrhea. It's probably diarrhea. Like if you feel like you farted and then you're like, that's liquid. It's sorry, that's what it is. But you're like, all of a sudden you're sitting there and then you're like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom right now.
Yeah.
That's what it's like when you get your period. But think about it,
Yeah.
but like a gerbil size.
Yeah.
I know that's gross,
And
but
you
I
can't
want you to be
really-
grossed out. But it's the
and
human body.
Unlike diarrhea where you can clench, you can't clench a blood clot. Like you can't.
No.
The Kegel won't save this. Like
the
you can-
Kegel might reduce like a dam, but if it's like if it's
Yeah, there's
it'll
no
break
stopping.
through it.
Yeah,
You need the Hoover Dam
this is disgusting.
for that.
This is gross.
It's so disgusting.
This is maybe one of the grossest things we've ever talked about. Is there any like bodily like conversation that makes you like that you can't talk about that you'll like cringe and throw up?
I mean, this is pretty gross.
I mean, well, yeah, it's gross.
But it's not referring to me. I think when I'm referring to myself, I'm like, oof. But if I'm referring to the general biology and other people, I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
But we've talked about like watching pimple popping and things
I
like
can't do
that.
that. Can't do it.
Yeah. Oh no, I saw this is good. This is so gross. But I will tell you, I do watch a lot of medical TikTok, and I am a very up to date watcher of Grey's Anatomy. So I do feel like I am medically trained, and that I'm accustomed to it due to my medical training from ABC Shondaland. You know, so I'm pretty good with medical stuff. Mm-hmm.
I can't. I just like get nauseous. Like I think I don't like to talk about like bodily functions like pooping because I have such a like I'm always constipated and I feel like maybe it's because I'm jealous that I can't talk about
Yeah.
my jealousy just shuts me down. Like when I get upset about something, I usually shut down in general. So I think that's just my jealousy showing.
Okay. I get that. I'm sorry about your constipation.
It's okay. I take Miralax every day. My gastro said it was okay.
Okay.
And if you're a gastroenterologist, sure.
My cousin's a gastro.
If you don't think it's okay, tell me. But mine, she's great. She said it was fine.
Okay.
Because I had hemorrhoids.
This is great. But you know what? But Hilliary Begley. You know,
catch her on all the things. She's a really lucky human that has both the same handles on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she says she also has a YouTube, but like she's like just like worry about the Instagram.
Yeah.
And she tours all over. She was just the lead in a film that will be coming out soon, and we'll have more details on that when it comes out. It's called
For Laughs.
Yes, and we will have more information on that. We'll help promote it once that comes out closer to the date, because she showed us some stills from it, and it's gorgeous. She plays, surprise, a comedian.
Yeah, and it's already won 7 awards. Just
for the screenplay.
Is it called the screenplay?
Screenplay. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know if it was in the manuscript form, if it was in the screenplay, or whatever. But putting as it's award winning.
What's the difference?
Far. A manuscript is not a screenplay. It's a different form.
Oh,
yeah. Manuscript is just like something that's like a book. And then the screenplay is actually formatted with screen directions and all that stuff. It's
like an Excel versus a PDF.
Not that. It's a completely different thing.
That's all I got.
Yep. No, but and then her comedy hottie was Moira Goree.
Check her out.
She's
6'2".
A tall drink of water. We haven't had the chance to see her perform yet, but she tours, and like Hilliary said, she tours and like she just got it. So go check her out, and that's it.
That was a fun episode.
That was really fun. I love her. And then on her way out of here, Brandi said, because we were trying to, her car Sylvia's got the little side. I was like, it's got character. And Hilliary was like, at least no one's gonna try to break in.
But they're also her dimples.
She's got dimples, and then Hilliary was like walking away. She's like, she got it from her mama.
I've always, because I backed into a pole in my current car, and my mom was giving me shit for it, and I was like, but it's okay. It has it's like a cute dimple. It's a beauty mark.
That's cute. I backed into a car. Oh no, I was hit. I've only been into car trouble in embarrassing situations. One time somebody backed into my car and I was in a Burger King drive-through. And it was already shameful enough that I was there, because I was like shame eating it was because they had veggie burgers, and I was like, oh, I kind of want one. And then so I was like kind of like getting one in secret, and then all of a sudden I feel like it got like somebody backed out of the parking spot and just hit my car. Oh my God. And it was like, so then I had to tell like I had to have like 10 conversations. Like, and ma'am, and where were you? I was in the Burger King parking lot. And what? Okay. And so my mom was like, Lisandra, what were you doing in the Burger King parking lot? Because moms always judge your nutritional decisions.
So I didn't tell you this weekend. I had to fill up my tires. With my one tire, because the light had been on for like 3 weeks, and finally, so like your PII is supposed to be, I guess, at 33, and mine was slowly dropping down every morning because it would like go back up and whatever. It was
it's cold too,
and so it was at 25 on Sunday morning or Saturday morning when I woke up. So I went. I've never filled up my own tires. I just don't know why. It's never been something I've had to do.
Okay.
So I went and I watched a video on YouTube to make sure I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
And I go
the
to
internet, man.
The internet, and I'm going before a workout class, and I go to the gas station, and it's in Edgewood, which in Atlanta, it's like kind of fucking sketch. Not like the nicest functionalities, like not.
There's a lot of people that are experiencing homelessness.
Yeah.
That will ask you for change and will try to help you park.
It's not the place I should have gone at 9:30 on a Saturday morning in my workout clothes.
Facts.
Okay. So I go inside and I pull up and I go to the tube thing, and I'm like, oh, this isn't the same gauge. The video I watched online said you could put in the gauge to how much you need. So I went inside of the gas station and asked the attendant if he could come help me. And this sweet Indian man didn't speak a lot of English, but he was like, I can't help you. Like, I'm doing my job. And I was like, okay, but how will I know when it's done? And he said, it'll pop.
I can't believe you've never done this.
And I, at the time, didn't know that he was being an asshole to say, I'll know when it's done when it pops, meaning my fucking tire So I stick my money in, I put the thing in, I'm standing there for like a minute and a half, but then there's like a little gaugy thing. I thought the
when
gaugy
that
thing would
pops
pop.
up.
It never popped, and I was like, this is weird. Why is it? I'm standing here for so long, and it was so fucking cold. And I get back in my car, and I turn my car on, and it was at 66 PII.
You overfilled it, but you
Lucky
double filled it.
It didn't
actually pop.
So I'm like, fuck, I got to get to my workout class. So this guy in a Porsche drove up, and I'm like, remind you, I'm in like not the greatest part of Atlanta this early in the morning, and there's homeless people all around. I'm like, I'm not going to ask them because I feel bad. That's like rubbing it in their face if they know how to do this and I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I own a car. So I go over to the guy in the Porsche and I'm like, hey, so I filled my car up to 66 PII, and he was like, oh, that's too much. And I was like, yeah, I know. Do you know how to undo it? And I thought this was going to be my husband. It was not. His girlfriend was in the car. But he came over, and then all you have to do is press the little button and it deflates your tire.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I did. And I'm sure I mean, you've never filled up your tilled up your tire. That's fascinating.
I think because they always do it when
you do an oil change.
When I do an oil change, and it's just I've never needed to. It's never told me to. Like, my car's never.
Yeah, interesting.
So now I know.
Wow.
But also, fuck that parking attendant for telling me it'll pop.
I don't think we can tell him to fuck off. He was trying to stay his job. I think
No.
What he meant that this will pop up.
Are we sure?
I'm sure.
I am too, but like when you think about it, and I retell the story, I'm like, it'll pop, and I'm like, he means my tire. How will I know when it's done? Because my tire will pop.
I'm gonna be on the side of the gas station attendant on this one. I'm sorry.
He was probably laughing
because
at me.
it does. Once you release it, it does pop.
I literally was
and
like,
you can gauge it really.
It's
actually.
What?
Once you get used to it, it's pretty user friendly. Like, I wish the YouTube. What I'm gathering from here is that the YouTube video was not thorough enough.
It was not thorough. It didn't give me all different types of situations.
Let's not blame the guy from the gas station. Let's blame the YouTube video.
Well, then
because the YouTube video was not thorough enough, because they should have explained to you that.
And I called my mom to tell her the story of all, like, the whole thing that I did, and my mom goes, "Why would you ever do that? Why didn't you just go to the drive-thru? You don't even have to get out of your car." And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, you can go to most of these car places and they'll just do it for you. You never have to get out. If you would trust me. And I was like, this is not about you, Mom. This is not about you.
Brandi's mom. Brandi's mom.
She's like, I'm never touching that tire. You're fucking kidding.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. You can't go to most tire places.
Yeah, but I'm an independent woman.
Yeah.
I now know how to do it myself.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
No, and I'm glad you were able to get it from, because it would have popped at 66. It would have popped at 66. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Woof. Yeah. Man. Well, I'm glad your car is fine.
Yeah, I'm glad.
And it didn't pop.
Was the Burger King good?
You know what? I didn't fucking get it. I didn't get the Burger King, and that is the real trauma that I had there. But I will tell you this. So because the dent wasn't bad enough to where I didn't lose any function of the door. It was just like a little
love tap,
a little bruise.
Yeah.
But the insurance thought that the whole door needed to be replaced. So I because I was poor. I was a poor student at the time. I was like, oh great, I can use this money to buy a laptop. So I bought it to buy a MacBook.
Look at us now.
Yeah. So
just working the system for our advantage.
What? Fraud? Insurance? No, I can use that money for whatever. I guess I don't have to.
Yeah, because you're.
No, because it was determined that it was needed to be replaced. I just didn't replace it.
I don't know the rules.
I should call my lawyer. She knows who she is.
That's okay.
All right. Okay. Well, you know what? I think that feels good. I love Hilliary.
I love Hilliary. I also love she is active in her voting. That's the cutest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, we love that. We do. And check her out. We'll have more from her coming soon.
Yay. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe to all the things. Please like, follow, purchase merch if you'd like. We do have this available on the website and IRL. Yep. We have more shows coming up soon.
So many shows. If you're in the Atlanta area, please come see us and support. We really have
amazing comics.
Yeah. Really amazing comics,
shows.
both from Atlanta,
And
from visiting, headliner shows, showcase shows.
Mm-hmm.
We've got it all, and we have a lot more coming for you guys in 2023. So
thank you so much. I'm Lisandra Vazquez.
And I was like, who are you? And I'm Brandi Unger.
Who am I?
Bye.
I'm going to sit here and think about it. Who am I?
This is an existential crisis.
Goodbye.
Bye. Love you.